Hey guys, it's Will here. I've been wanting to do this video for a while, I just haven't gotten around to it. People have asked me over the years about meal plans, and I don't really have anything to give you as far as a software approach, but I found out that High Carb Hannah has a meal plan system, and she's actually added some of my recipes to this software. So I'll put a link in the description below so you can check it out and hopefully sign up. And there's a lot of benefits to meal planning, especially if you're busy, like if you're a busy mom or you can sort of plan out your meals for the week, and then you can also generate a shopping list. So that's really helpful. And if you also want variety, like if you're eating the same things all the time, and you can sort of think about it a bit ahead of time. And I also, I advocate people sometimes batch cook, like on a weekend. So if you want to make like batches of rice and beans and stuff like that, you can do that as well. And so any kind of planning can probably help you and save you money sometimes if you end up, going out for something to eat or buying something at a store instead of cooking at home, just due to lack of planning or not having ingredients on hand. So sometimes you'll go shopping and buy something, and you want to make some recipe but you don't have a certain ingredient. So this way you could plan your meals, and then with the shopping list generator you can make sure that you have the stuff that you need. So I'm going to show you some of the functionality here. I've already logged into this to the meal planner online. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a meal plan that's pre-created, so I don't have to add all the recipes one at a time. But if you wanted to, you can create your meal plan just by adding individual recipes, and I'll do that. But I'm going to generate most of the recipes, the meal plan, with a pre-created, pre-made meal plan. So there's this meal plan link here in the menu. And you can look at preloaded meal plans, so they're already loaded with all the recipes that you need. So there's Lean and Clean, which is her programs, Asian cuisine, beans if you want, potato lovers. So I'm going to pick potato lovers just because I'm potato strong. And once you pick that, you have an option to go for 3 days, 5-day, or 7-day plan. So I'm going to go with a 7-day plan. So basically what I want to do is create a week's worth of recipes for the entire week. So I'm going to save that. So you see here it's broken down by breakfast, lunch, dinner, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. I'm not going to go through all the features of their site, but you can explore it if you sign up as well, and there's lots of stuff here. So I'm going to save this 7-day plan to the meal planner. Now you have to pick the date that you want it to start on. So today's March 21st, 2018. So I'm going to go with that, but you could change it to another day if you want to start it on a Sunday or whatever. So you click the check mark. So that's been added to the meal planner. So now what we do is we go to our meal planner, and you can see now it's all my recipes have been added from March 21st to the 27th. So I've got that week of recipes, okay? And it's broken down. So here you've got breakfast. So if I, this is a course, you can create other courses, snacks and other ones, but breakfast, lunch, dinner is kind of the basics, right? So I'm not going to delete that, but it just shows you how it's separated. And then within each course, you've got different recipes. And so what I'll do just to show you, so that's great. So what we'll do is we'll decide to change something. So what I said earlier was I'm going to generate a meal plan for the week using a preloaded meal plan. And then I'm going to delete, I'll tweak something. So you look at it and you think, well, I don't really want this hash brown bake. So if I click on that, there's a little trash can here. So it shows you what it is down below. And I'm just going to delete that. All right. So now there's an empty spot. So what I'm going to do is go up to this recipes. Now you can group it by alphabetically or by the course, because right now we're looking for breakfasts, so you could sort it by course. Um, but there's a scroll bar which has all the recipes. Now, Hannah's actually added a bunch of recipes from my potato strong recipe guide, which is cool. So if you like some of my recipes, um, you can see here after the recipe there's PS, such as potato strong, meatballs, soup, stuff like that. If you wanted to add that to your meal plan, you could do that. So if I go course here, and then it's going to reorder the recipes by course, so that way the first part group here is just all breakfasts. So I'm going to go with berry oatmeal. So then it shows you here, and you can drag it over to the recipe where to the day that I had a blank spot there. Okay, so that's how I would do it. Generate the bulk of your recipes with a preloaded meal plan, and then tweak it. You could also just once you have the recipe, drag it to multiple locations. So let's say I want to get rid of the burgers left over. I don't want burgers for breakfast here, so let's get rid of that selected recipe. So yes, I have to confirm. So now there's a blank spot. So I've still got this berry oatmeal here, and I'll drag it over here as well. So it's pretty quick. If you have the same thing every day, for say Monday to Friday, you could drag the oatmeal to the really quickly to each day. So it's up to you if you want to do most of it manually or you want to start with a preloaded plan. So once you have your meal plan set up for the week, you can generate a shopping list. Now, this is really okay. You can print the plan. You might want to do that too, but I'm going to generate a shopping list. Now, I'm going to use Imperial just because a lot of you are in the States, but they do have a metric option as well. So let's just generate it in Imperial, and it's going to be for that week that I just generated the plan for. So then below this meal plan, you can see all the shopping list. So you can obviously see that there were sweet potatoes, different types of regular potatoes, onions, garlic, stuff like that, black beans. So it's kind of separated nice into spices, and so that's also great because it's grouped by category. Now, if I have some condiments, like a lot of times you have stuff already on hand, you don't have to keep buying everything that's on the list for the week. You might have certain things. So let's say I've already got maple syrup because you're going to have a bottle or something in the fridge, mustard, stuff like that. You might need mustard, you'd have to check, but let's just say we're going to get rid of maple syrup because I already have it, mustard. So you can do a little tweak once you have generated your list, and then save it and print it. And you can also add ingredients. So if you're going shopping and you have your week's plan, but for some reason you wanted something else, it might not even be food related. It might be something else, or you just want an extra something, snack or something. You could add that manually and just type it in. Like for example, cleaning supplies, toilet paper, stuff like that, if you wanted to. And that'll just add it so that it's not, you don't have to write it on there after. It's just nicer presentation. So that is the bulk of what I wanted to show you guys. And one other thing I guess I'll show you is, let's say if we go PS again, which is the potato strong, if we go to the pizza dough, and let's just get rid of this shopping list here for a second. Let's see here. I'm going to close this down. So I'm going to go to recipes, all recipes. I'm going to just show you an actual recipe in the system. and that would be um, you can sort of scroll through and see pictures and ratings. Um, so there's amazing stuff here. This is quite a bit of stuff on this page, all the recipes. Let's just go here again. I'm going to, let's say, dinner. So we have all sorts of recipes here. If you want to search, you could also search for recipes. If you're allergic to things, you can exclude them below as well, which is cool. I don't want to go through all the features, but let's just go on. If we want to check out baked falafels, for example. So you can, before you might want to look at some of these recipes prior to adding them to your meal plan. But you might know my recipes or Hannah's, and so you don't have to do that at some point. But so here's the recipe. You could also change the servings. So you might have to do that before you generate your shopping list as well. So there's actually comments here, some social on what people think. But so there's the recipe. And so yeah, take a look at the recipe. And so, like I said earlier, it's a great way to plan out your meals, generate a shopping list for you, very convenient. And they've added different people's recipes. You've got myself, Potato Wisdom, which was kind of a potato cleanse, which is now a potato reset. And like if we go back to some of the meal plans, so she's added different people's. This is the potato reset. These are some of her recipes. There's this Tame Your Diabetes. So they're adding different people's recipes here. This is Mrs. Plant's recipe book. So that's amazing. So different people in this plant-based niche have been added to their plan. So I didn't want to go through and create this website. It's a lot of work. I appreciate what they're doing for you guys, all the functionality, drag and drop, a lot of programming, database stuff, and it's just they've got some of my recipes on there, so I'm pointing everybody at their site, and there's a link below, and I would appreciate it if you guys checked it out and signed up if it sounds like something you'd be interested in. Take care, guys. Talk to you later.